All right. Welcome, horses. This is an apply because this is an online course. Okay. Welcome to biology 801, section 5. If you're in the wrong class, just talk to your advisor and they should get it figured out. I'm your professor, David Rios. And I look forward to teaching y'all. Please make sure that you're registered to Biology 1101. If you're taking this class, you should also be part of the lab. All right, so let me introduce myself. Uh, you're probably thinking, who's this crazy guy? What's his deal? My name is David Rios. I graduated from Hines Community College with BA in Science. Um, that picture of the map right there is my parking spot every day. And to my right, if my big old head's not blocking it, that's me and my wife. We got married in 2013 in Honolulu. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna keep my lectures pretty short. What is a theory? A theory. So for the online course, whenever there's a question like that, just write it down in your journals, and you'll submit them as PDF. So what is a theory? Well, you know, what is, okay, a theory is a law or definition of something. So you ever heard of Newton's apple? It fell and hit him in his head, and he said, okay, well, that's gravity. I never thought of it. Let's write that down. Theories have been proven to be 100% real 100% of the time. Theory is can slash only be formed after an experiment. Um, and then the quote is from a scientist. I didn't quote him. It says, "Dirty pair of pants is only a dirty pair of pants. A pair of pants rolling in the mud. Now that's a different story." Okay, wrong examples. You're gonna be hearing this. You're gonna be hearing that term a lot in this class. It's. I don't like using examples. I like using. I feel like I learn better more when I know what not to do. So we're doing wrong examples, and these would be wrong examples of theories. So the first one is a bus hit Charlie on the way to school, and it crazy the bloody world we live in. That would not be a theory. Saying, assessing that the world is crazy just because a bus hit Charlie on the way to school. That is something we'll get into later. That's causing correlation, but it's not a theory. Okay, a mouse that eats a piece of cheese every day will learn to save it and stockpile it so that he can have more cheese in his home, which allows him to have access to cheese anytime he wants. That is not a theory. A gas oven, stovetop, boiling water will not produce as good of water boiled as, let's say, a griddle or a wok. That is not, that's also not a theory. All right. Okay. What is a hypothesis? Okay. Wait and please listen to my next instructions. Okay, I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to write down in your journal what you think a hypothesis is, because this will be part of the document that you submit in your weekly journal assignment. And when you're done writing it, unpause it. Okay, a hypothesis is a scientific wondering of any physical or metaphysical occurrence. And what really that is a science-based, huh? Huh? What's that? So I like to do a lot of scenarios in this class. This one's the doctor scenario. So let's say you're going to the doctor for allergy, for, no, no. not for allergies. You're going to the doctor for you have an ear infection. I'm pointing at my ear. You have an ear infection. He says to you, okay, he says, okay, I'm gonna give you ear medicine, and also I think you should go on the carnivore diet. Is that is that scientific? I mean, can he do that, or write down in your journals what you think, and then unpause the video. If you said yes, why? Write down your answer, and I said that. So if you think he's able to give advice like that, explain why, please. The doctor was wrong. His claims were not scientific. An ear, nose, and throat doctor should not give you advice on what to eat. His claims were not scientific. What is a fact? What isn't a fact? Okay, so facts versus opinion. This should be pretty simple. This is uh, something you're taught in second. Fact is something you can hold in your hands, something you have seen or believed to have seen, a number or a graph. An opinion is more of or a warm feeling, something you cannot see, and something that is a lie. It's pretty simple. Learned it second. Okay, here's the part where usually I notice a drop off in the video. Religion, is it science or non-science? No, okay. I believe I have accepted Jesus into my life in all of his glory. That is me in 2009, just before I started my sophomore year at community college. And then over here on the right, those are four men that I knew in college, and yeah, they got me through it. Good guys. And then in the middle is a Christ. But in science, God has no place in a laboratory. Uh, okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is body manipulation. Um, is it science or non-science? So it says medical procedures like plastic surgery and prosthetics are grounded in scientific knowledge and technology. Biohacking blurs the line using scientific tools, but often operating outside regulated medical practices. So, what do you think? Write down in your journals what you think, and then. So I think it's non-science, and personally, I think that is gross. It's gross to me to see people do that. The Salem witch trials. So the Salem witch trials, if you don't know, were in the 1637 through 48. There were 19 people that were killed because they were accused of being witches and performing and observing witchcraft. Um, and during that time, a lot of people were really strict about their Protestants and stuff, like the Quaker Oats guy. Not to be funny, but yeah. And so a lot of them, due to religion, ended up killing 19 people just off of like a hunch. It's the largest case of hype ever, to put it in your guys' language. Joseph Glanville knew who witches were. He was just a local guy, and just he thought he knew. He said, "Hey, she's a witch," so they believed him. People, to put it plainly, people were believing the dog, chicken, and the pig. Most of you would be accusers. I'm gonna skip this part. Okay, Morgan Spurlock. If you've seen this documentary, you know what I'm about to talk about. His research into McDonald's fast food. Uh, so he ate McDonald's for a month, and there's pros and cons of it. You're gonna have to watch it, so I'm not gonna explain too much of it. And I have copies you can borrow. Just speak to me on the phone or email me. All right, we're near the end. Time for a joke. Okay, okay. So this video will demonstrate um, if something is scientific or not, because scientific is something that you can hold, something tangible. Non-scientific things are made up things like dragons or you'll. But this video describes it pretty well. I'll just let it play. Hello, hello, Ricky. I get three plates. Sorry, should I buy me a coffee? That'll be $4. Okay, Ricky. Well, I only have $5. I got $5. Oh, we don't take that. We take that. So right there, you could see, what I'm talking about. Time for a joke. Okay, finally, it's end of class. What do you call a scientist that owns a monster truck? Okay, write down your answers in your journal and also comment what you think it is in the reply section to this lecture. Your homework is think about abortion because we will be talking about it. The quizzes are due. Have a great week and watch some movies. And